Uh, oh yes, the microphone's working. Cool. Right, hello everyone. Welcome to another long drive stream. Let's get this opened up. Here we go. Now we have a few modded saves, and I want to see what they do actually when we load them before we get into our regular driving. So let's see what happens. Oh, it's just a mansion. It's a mansion. That's what it is. I guess it replaced the existing building. Alright, let's load our proper save. And yeah, maybe delete these two. Hi there, Ants. Welcome. How you going? I cut myself on an original Xbox earlier by accident while I was taking it apart for the project. So that's why the stream's a little bit late today. Wasn't on purpose. The damn RF shield like sliced into my finger as I was taking it out of the dishwasher. Ant says a bit on the sleepier side, but hanging on. Alright, remember sleep is more important than these streams, so do get sleep if you feel you need it. Let's turn these on. Hi there, Rootman. Hope you're going well. There we go. I was happy with the results from yesterday. That little PC ran the game very well while streaming. Ooh. I wonder if that's an indication of what things are going to be like. That little spin there. Just realized the game audio is off. There we go. That should fix it. It's quite quiet. Let's bump that up a little. These levels okay? The software I use syncs your settings between devices, so when I adjusted everything for the other computer, I think it's messed things up on here a bit. Oh. It's okay, yeah? Cool. As we all know, okay means it could be better, but it would require extra work to be better, so is it really worth it? Oh, look at that. Been a while since we tried one of those. Should give it a go again sometime. Ichizoom says, I've somehow managed to get 3 ads in the span of 4 minutes. I think that's because it's before the first ad break, so Twitch runs pre-roll ads as well. Which is kind of scummy, but I can't get it to not do that, sadly. Welcome to the stream though, Ichizoom. Hope you're going well. Now, if I remember correctly, we need to find a bed. Yeah, Jeff Bezos is getting greedy. Greedier. I'm also considering switching cars because of, yeah, how much this thing's rolling over onto its side. It's a bit unstable. What do you think? Maybe I should make that a redeem or something. No, don't. It's funny. I mean, yeah, fair enough. Gotta remember, though, the goal of this is to get to the end of this road before the 25th of September. And if we, don't do that, then... well, nothing bad will happen. I'll just have to live with the fact that I failed. That would be a worthwhile redeem. It would. But then again, nobody ever uses any of the regular redeems, so probably wouldn't be too useful. Lose an item. Fridge. Oh. See, I knew I could rely on the goodwill of the general Twitch public to help make this easier for me. Thank you so much, Ants. Nobody ever uses any of the redeems. Well, of course, when I said that, people were gonna start, just to prove me wrong. And fair enough, honestly. Ooh, fuel. Yes, if you're wondering why today's stream was late, it's because I spent most of today putting the shell of an original Xbox through the dishwasher. As I mentioned earlier, but that's just for people who are now just joining. And tomorrow's stream will hopefully be assembling the PC in that case. It's so clean if you can eat off it. Yes, if you don't mind the gamer microplastics, then you can eat off it for sure. Gamer microplastics. Seriously though, it's funny because I've never actually played Xbox, like any Xbox. I just have a whole bunch of original Xboxes and I really like the case design. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm building a PC in an original Xbox case. And my goal is to have it look and function exactly the same from the outside. So it'll have a working CD drive. And everything. Whoop. As says, I got my uncle's Xbox 360 as a hand-me-down a few years back. Nice, ever used it? I went to an e-waste place and picked up an Xbox 360, like a full set, not with the box or anything, but with all the controllers and DVD remote and all that, for free. And I ended up selling it for like $30 on Marketplace, and I wish I hadn't done that. I wish I'd kept it. Should get Forza Horizon. Is Forza Horizon on PS4? I know some kind of Forza game is, because I've played it on PS4. This household has a PS4, and I've used it exactly once. No, it's an Xbox exclusive. Ah, okay. Must have been something else then. I honestly can't remember. It's been... Oh yeah, it is. Whoops. Thank you. Thank you for pointing that out, Ads. It's been years since I've touched it. So... Oh yeah. The other day I went back to that PS4 and discovered that the controller, like, analog sticks had all gone sticky over the course of, like, just a few years. That's insane. So low quality. Ichizoom says the newer Forza games aren't the best. Oh. Let me guess, released half finished, full of microtransactions, that sort of thing? Sure. Okay. They're pretty much the same as any AAA game nowadays then. 233 kilometers. EA be like. And Ubisoft, Microsoft. Literally everyone nowadays. Gotta make sure it's shut. Didn't trust myself for a second there. Ubisoft has an office in my hometown for some goddamn reason. What are they doing there? Probably nothing. Oh yeah, speaking of gaming, did you guys hear about the Half-Life 3 leaks? I have my doubts personally. It'll be anything meaningful. Okay, what is up with the physics engine today? People are calling it Half-Life 3, but it's probably just some unrelated Half-Life game that they found references to in... I'm not sure what they found it in actually. It was like one of the new Valve games. I really should remember all the details for these things before I bring them up. I'm sure you can look it up though. I personally don't think it's going to amount to anything, because, you know, Valve, they don't make games anymore. They just try to monopolize the PC gaming marketplace, and that's it. That's where they get all their money. And selling NFTs, essentially, as well. And by NFTs, I mean CSGO skins. Isn't Half-Life Alyx Half-Life 3? I don't think that counts, because it's not called Half-Life 3. And it's VR only or something, isn't it? The only good NFT is nice fucking man titties. I remember people were coming up with so many NFT acronyms when they were a thing. Not fucking tangible. That was a favorite. Nice, fungus transactions. Wonder how a mushroom-based currency would work. Since anyone can just make more of it. You thought NFTs weren't a thing anymore? Oh, they're limping along. They are limping along, having lost over 99% of their value. Perceived value, I should say. The difference is, now your average idiot isn't willing to buy an NFT. It's only the advanced idiots, and that really dropped the bottom out of the market. It's funny where things come and go like that. I've talked about beans before on one of these streams, actually. Beans, spelled B-E-E-N-Z, I think, was the first internet currency. And whenever you made like an online purchase through a participating website, you'd get an amount of beans, and then when you had enough, you could trade them in for like a Sega Dreamcast or something, or swap them with your friends or something like that. So it was more of a rewards program, actually. Dreamcast, hell yeah. I should get a Dreamcast, actually. You know what, now that I'm making the Xbox computer, I should make versions of that entire generation of consoles as PCs, including the Dreamcast. Cast, however you want to pronounce it. PS2 PC when? Oh yeah, did you hear the Nintendo Switch is set to finally beat the PS2's record for best-selling console in a few months, most likely. Try to do it with a PS2 Slim. That'd be a challenge. I suppose you could use a Raspberry Pi or something. Let's just coast down this hill. I've heard a lot about the PS2 recently. I guess the YouTube algorithm's pushing videos on it towards me. I don't know, yeah, it has a really weird CPU. It's funny because architecturally, it was actually a pretty weird and bad system. But it was all cobbled together in a way that worked somehow. So it actually ended up being good for its intended purposes. But the problems arise when you want to do literally anything else other than play DVDs or games on it. Like, if you want to run an operating system on it, no can do, even though other consoles of the generation can be hacked to do that. Oh, I hit nothing again. Oh, odometer's gone. Yes, hopefully tomorrow I'll be assembling my Xbox PC. Nice suspension, loser. This thing really does have pretty poor suspension. I kind of want to do some tests in this game of all the different vehicles. I've done some before, but yeah, the one was really interested. But it's something I enjoy, so maybe I'll do it off stream sometime. Nah, you don't get it. It's for comfort marketing department, probably. More like we can't afford anything better. That's how it goes with most of these cars. But yeah, would you be interested in watching me do tests with all these vehicles, like crash tests, handling tests, stuff like that? Awesome, we'll do that someday then. Maybe on a bit of an earlier stream, so you don't have to stay up so late. Which door's open? That window was open for some reason. I love the addition of adjustable windows in this game. Well, light was already on, so we'll switch it off. I hope they add windscreen wipers at some point. Actually, you can get the weather mod for that. Oh, I should do that. I should totally do that. That'd be pretty cool. There's our next house. I am considering changing cars. If we find one that's, you know, good enough.
The others will kill you.
Excuse me?
I wanted to die anyway.
Look at this thing. What does it say? RSX. What does that mean? Anybody got any acronyms for that? He is built different. Yeah, this guy was. You see how many hits he took? Really stupid xenophobe. Yeah. Pretty accurate. Can we, like... I should probably save before doing this, but you know, YOLO. Yes, we can get ourselves stuck in here. Well, maybe not stuck. Let's try and get out through this door. Yep. Easy enough. Cool. Now, MTB. MTB. I'd probably use this car more in this game if all the engine options for it weren't terrible. Manitoba. Not sure what that means, but okay. Canadian province. Ah. Ichizoom says, I think the golden trophies are good for weight. I've discovered that no matter how much weight you put in like corners of the car, if you have physics lock turned on, then it doesn't matter. It'll drive just the same. You know, shall we test this theory? Let's test it. Man, we're never gonna make it to 100 kilometers this stream. Yeah, I want to show you this because it's something I've discovered. Just need to be able to spawn in lots of stuff for this experiment. Cool. Random seed. And let's go with a van. That's good old vehicle 09S, I believe. Yep, this'll do. Let's get a nice color. Perfect. And now we roll it onto, well, its side, hopefully. Use this to keep it in place. Or its roof, that's fine too. And And now we can just spawn in a whole bunch of gold. Right, as much gold as possible. And we'll keep it in the back area of the van here. This is a science break, by the way. This isn't the normal driving for those of you who are just joining, if anyone is. Okay, that's... I'm gonna try and keep it in this corner here. Like towards the back, or mess it up a bit. We're rich now, yep. I mean, this is probably already more than this thing could carry in real life. Like, it for sure is. This would be so heavy. And now we can... Where's the door? Now we can get out. And now we can roll it over. And you see it's fine. And this is because the game says that anything that's like part of the physics locked, the car will always be able to take with it. All these chunks sticking out. Right, we'll clean this up a little, even though it probably doesn't matter with what's about to happen. And now what we're going to do is we are going to turn physics lock off. Disabled. And now look at it. Look at how low the suspension is. The thing can barely move. But if we turn physics lock back on, Drifter. Settings, physics lock, whole interior. All of a sudden, the suspension goes back to normal. And even though the acceleration is still slow, it'll still eventually have the same top speed. Magic. Let's try opening the rear door up and driving. Oh, it is magic, yeah. MGC. See, opening the rear door also turns physics lock off. Which in turn results in the same behavior. Anyways. You get it, right? Just a fun little science experiment, I guess you could say. Oh, it launched on the wrong monitor again. Hate it when this game does that. Right. Sorry about that little break there. We'll get back to our regularly scheduled driving now. I've been thinking about playing BeamNG again. I haven't played it in a while. And the issue is, unless you have friends who also have the game, there's not a terrible amount to do on stream other than just crash cars for fun, which is fun. But I feel like it would get boring quickly. You got Beam multiplayer? Ooh. That opens up some possibilities then. That does indeed. A few good servers. Zoom says, I think my laptop would explode if there were more than 4 cars. Ah, well. Still fun, though. I've seen computers that really don't like it if there's more than 1 or 2 cars in this game. Man. I've only played BeamNP once with one other person. I really hope that this game gets good multiplayer in the future because it has so much potential for fun in multiplayer. Okay. You know, I have not done a multiplayer stream of this game in a while either. I really should. BeamNG in general is a really good game. It has endless mods. It really does. A lot of those mods are really well done as well. Like the Satsuma mod, amazing. There's a lot of mods for this game as well, as you probably saw when I did mod stream a few days ago. Right. Let's have a sleep. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, though you probably picked up on it, I did not preheat the lava lamps this stream, so they're taking a little while to get going. Thanks for your patience there. I've already forgotten how many kilometers we started out at. It was like 233 maybe? Something like that. Let's just say 233. So 2,333. That's what we started at, I think. I don't know, probably around that much. So 2,433 is where we want to aim for by the end. Or at least before we switch to another game. Oh. I'm seriously considering switching to another car now, I really am. Because this is starting to get a little too infuriating for my liking. Beetle time. Oh, please no. I mean, maybe the slower speed would make it more stable, but... don't know where I was going with that. It would make it more stable. That would be a good thing. But yeah, not being as fast is a concern with the Beetle. I wonder what the narrowest field of view you can have in this game is. $30. That's wild. Oh, that's cursed. It's like always being zoomed in. Now the widest? Wow, would you look at that? We can kind of see the entire interior. Oop. This is pretty insane. Lot of distortion. Reset. I'm gonna increase it above 65 a little. Put it at 75. Yeah, there we go. That's pretty good. You can see the side mirror. Oh, no, no, no. Don't you dare. Oh, look at this. We can give the car a little hat now. Check it out. Nice. Ooh, a gun. I wonder how many windows it takes to top a bullet in long drive. That might be something we have to try later. Let's give that a go at the end of this stream. I'll spawn in a whole bunch of cars and try and shoot through them all. That's quite possibly my least favorite feature of this game. The realistic restroom sounds. Guess that was an artistic choice though, on the part of the developers. Alright, let's step on it. I'm currently texting and driving, by the way. Don't do this in real life. This is actually a good game to simulate that. I should set up an obstacle course, along with instructions for things to do. Like, can you navigate through these cones while simultaneously finding an image on Google Images, saving it, and sending it to your friend on Discord? You get points depending on all the cones you don't hit. Oh, that seems like so much fun. It's a shame this game doesn't really have much in the way of map making. Ant says, I know a song with the lyric, Desert, Ghost Town, Bare Land, but I can't help but hear Desert, Ghost Town, Bellend. Bellend is such a classic insult. I love it. Can't go wrong with it. Song is Black City by Voivod. Badass thrash metal track. Should I make the long drive texting and driving challenge? Right, let's brainstorm some ideas for it. There'll have to be like levels. And you'll have to use your actual phone to do the texting part. So first level I guess will be just drive along the road normally a certain distance at a certain speed while sending a regular message, just like typing something out. And you'd get points based on how accurate you typed it out and how fast you managed to go and if you managed to stay in your lane or not. Which will be a challenge because most long drive players can't stay in their lane at the best of times. Man, I need to figure out a way of conveying all this information though. Not like this game has books or anything. Or signs. Signs really would be such a good addition to this game. That'd open things up. If only the Commodore saved what was typed in it. Instead of texting, you have to type out the entire B-movie script from memory. Ah, you know what it'll do? We'll have the audio of the B-movie playing on the radio. And then you have to type it down, like transcribe it. What do you think? This is getting silly now. Ooh, I was gonna skip that, but Volkswagen. What do you reckon? Beetle? Nah. We're in the future with this one. Golf. What do you think? Man, I spend so much time in these and speed runs. I don't think so. I love how windows can be placed like perfectly. Okay. Like doors, I mean, you can place them without them falling over. For some cars at least. Water, don't mind if I do. Man, this game's giving me so many bikes. I think it wants me to continue the bike challenge. I did kind of cheat that a little. by switching to a car, but I had to. Look at that. On the Golf, Der. D-E-R. Gentleman Lucifer, hello. How you going? Just don't like it. For those of you wondering what this is about, I made a video saying that if I ever interact with the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise in any way except to remove it from my site, then you have permission to punch me right in the face. Dead serious. Does this include memes? I'm not sure. That'll have to be reviewed on a case-by-case basis, I reckon. But most of the time, no, I don't think. Ant says, I went through a huge Five Nights at Freddy's phase back in the day. I've never played any of the games, I've never watched the movie, never read any of the books, and I'm just not interested. That is not part of the franchise, so that doesn't count. The bear-shaped rubbish bin that was a meme in the on the internet for a while. That is not an official part of the merchandise or franchise, so that does not count. Anyways, back to the driving. I mean, not like I stopped. But Gentleman Lucifer, I had an idea for a long drive, text and drive challenge, where you have to use your mobile phone to do tasks while driving in the long drive through an obstacle course, and you get points for not hitting the traffic cones or whatever. What do you think? Yeah, you gotta type out, not the entire script, but maybe segments of the B movie. As they play over the radio. And you get marked on accuracy as well. Could also have the Pro Edition challenge, where in combination with texting, you have to apply makeup at the same time. Or take a swig from a bottle of alcohol at specified intervals. Why is this so funny? Truly the pinnacle of comedy. Me, God's drunkest driver. Could you cross the road without looking a sinner? It's like they say, God gives his tastiest beers to his drunkest drivers. Oh man. I should not be laughing at this. Ah. Why? Yeah. It shouldn't be funny, but for some reason it is. I'm still hoping to find a good world editing mod for this game. So I can create a save with like rocks and things placed where I want them to create obstacles. Oh. The terrain's flattened out a little bit. Ooh, look at that diner. You know what this means? More opportunity for Another vehicle. Worth it.
What are you looking for, huh? Come here.
You wanna go, mate? He did. Looks like there aren't any cars here after all. Oh wait, yes there is. It's the dumb vehicle. Do we really want to drive a dumb car? Or should we stick with our current one? Keep the dumb license plate. Mixer isn't good enough to run. Here we go. I love the push and steer system this game has. You've named it Dumbo. Nice. It's hardly ever used by anyone, but pretty cool. Also, fun fact: if you get out with the steering positioned, you can kind of lock it at a certain angle. You see, like in a real car. And I believe I want to try this. Yeah, we can get it going in circles. Pretty easily, actually. Huh. Anyways, sorry, I'm getting distracted. So, this car is now named Dumbo. Looks like we have another replacement boot lid in here, if I can get it. Or engine cover. Perfect fit. Since the car is Dumbo, we need big mirrors. But look, it's already trying to fly. We're halfway there. I've watched that movie like once. Years and years ago. Uno is elephant ear big. That's about all I remember, so we're about on the same page. No, no, no. Oh. And I'm glad the cars in this game can't get scratched, because... Oh, you know what this would look like. Oh, look at that. Funny number. Funny number. Glad we caught that. Always gotta point out the funny numbers when they happen. Much less recognized, though. I still barely know what it means. I just know that you find it funny, so I point it out when you're around as well. .420 and 69 are the most universally recognized funny numbers, I'm pretty sure. So it's the 621st website? 42? Yeah, not really. I prefer the Monty Python Meaning of Life over the Hitchhiker one. I don't want to know. Trust. Fair enough. I'll take your word for it. Look at this road. Zigzags again. How does this happen? It's such flat ground. some peak degen shit. Okay. Let's not dwell on it then, whatever it is. You're the one who has it in your username. Like that random outhouse in the middle of nowhere. Whoop. Hunger. Wow, we're nearly there. You know what, we'll keep going. We'll see how much distance we can rack up since... Yeah, I'd like to get at least halfway. Peter Griffin. Sure, man. You say so. Alright, good night. Thanks for stopping by. We're gonna try and get to 2,500, which is the halfway point. I'm loving this flat ground. Love how the zombies call at you even when you're just driving past. Pretty hilarious. Dodge that rock. Dodge that light pole. A lot of mesas around, actually. Interesting. It's maybe weird to say, but this feels quite familiar. I feel like I've driven on a road that's curved exactly like this before in this game, on a different seed. My total kilometers? I don't actually know. Though it would be over 20,000, I'm pretty sure. Most likely. Two hundred and 2,447. That's half of the Earth's circumference. Yeah, it would make sense though. Since I've beaten the game a few times, which is 5,000 kilometers, driven home a few times, which is another 5,000 in the other direction. And that's not including the distance I've driven in speed runs. Gentleman Lucifer says, I need to stop booking plans and forgetting about transport and somewhere to stay. Isn't that what most of the plans should be? What are you planning then? A trip? To where? To Germany for a weekend. Wow. You're getting the cattle cart prices. I'm not sure what that means. Is that like the budget option? I thought so. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh, damn it. That was a pretty extreme accident. Why are you going to Germany? Just gonna see the sights? Meeting family or something? Nice. Cool. Need to find a place to stay then. And a way to get there, I guess. Found a good Airbnb, cool. Isn't there a train? I think there's a train. You know, I'm assuming there's one. Never been to Europe. Look at... Oh, we would have missed that rock anyways. I was gonna say, look at how that stopped. That was almost very dangerous. You could call a cowboy is named this car Tom Cruise.
My eyes are not working well, but I can still see you, you ugly stranger. I'm going to eat your eyeballs.
What? Immortal zombie, huh?
Everyone has to die sometimes. Why not now? I'm come over here.
Got him. Not immortal after all. What number plate? What does it say? Self SLF. Self, I guess. Pop this. I was gonna say in the glove compartment, but we'll just leave it in the pile of random stuff. Welcome to the stream, by the way, Nuka Cola Cowboy. Hope you're going well. We're trying to get to 2,500. Which I think is doable. Going pretty well. 30 kilometers left. We can do that. Sorry if I'm not talking much, kind of concentrating again. Blue, I think. Yep, that's blue. come on. Really? Actually, no, that might be black. Yeah, I think it's black. Oh, lost the glove box lid again. Don't know where that went. Not green, shameful. Well, maybe we'll find a green one. Good old classic pine scented air freshener. $2,481. We're getting close now. So tell me about your PC upgrades. Well, it's less upgrades and more about trying to build a PC inside the shell of an original Xbox. I'm actually gonna stream doing that tomorrow. Probably a bit earlier than this. What was I doing the other day? I was testing out the computer before putting it in the Xbox. Today I took apart and washed the Xbox, and tomorrow on stream I'm gonna put it all together. 'Cause I ordered a pre-built a pre-built computer to go inside. I'm gonna hook it up to the CD drive. What's in it? I'll have to double check the specs actually. It's an AMD of some kind. Integrated graphics, but that doesn't seem to hinder it much. Better than Intel, yeah, especially at the moment. The lack of dedicated graphics might be a problem in the future, though. Who knows? We'll see. I wonder if you can get a graphics card for the for the M.2 slot. It came with Windows 11 pre-installed, and I'm just going to use that. Probably going to put some custom themes on it, though. $2,490. My current computer is able to run 11 as well, I've found. But I haven't bothered upgrading it on this one yet. Probably won't until I have to either. Spiritman says, so we winning? I'd say we are. We're nearly up to 2,500. Eagle Color Cowboy says, I've tried 11, rolled it back the next day. Sounds like me with Linux. Been busy playing my fruit machine. Ah, gambling? That's interesting, Ritman. You didn't quite strike me as the gambling type. Well, not really. I have the keys LOL, so more putting money in my money box. Fair enough. Just for fun then. I'm probably about to wrap things up here, actually, considering we're 5 kilometers off our target. I want to record that video idea I had. And sadly, I can't really stream while doing that. Time to sleep. Looks like next stream we're gonna have to find a building with an outhouse and some water. Shouldn't be too much of a challenge, I don't think. We might actually have some water back here somewhere. Can't quite remember. Petrol oil mix. There we go. $2,500. Actually, according to the odometer in the save file, it says 2,510. Wow. You could call a cowboy says, I have a slot machine bank, but I could build a tiny PC in it, or an Android box, or a Raspberry Pi. That'd be kind of neat, actually. Well, that'll be it for today's stream. Thank you all for stopping by. Sorry it was a little bit shorter than usual and a bit late. But I will be streaming again tomorrow, and that will be when I'm actually building that computer. No, there's no fruit or anything in this game. Can't do that, sadly. Yeah. Bye now. Have a good rest of your day.